Alright, my lovely people, little jack session for you guys. So, as with always on these, if you are already warm, you've already done the CrossFit session, just roll straight into this. If not, little suggestion for you is you're going to do 5 down to 1, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of each, and you're going to go burpees and jumping squats, just to get your heart rate going and get your blood pumping around your body, get you ready to move. Once you've done that, we're going to go and hit some sumo squats and some glute bridges, and we're going to hit them back to back. And there's no specific rep range on this. It's going to be time instead of reps. So you're going to do 30 seconds worth of sumo squats into 30 seconds worth of glute bridges. Now with sumo squats, what we're really trying to do is activate your hamstrings and your glutes. So these are going to look a little bit different to your normal squats. You're going to bring your legs a lot wider than you normally would. And then you're going to try and keep these shins parallel and just send your bum back and then knees out. So you're going down here and then back up. And if you can't reach that full depth, hips below knees, don't worry too much about it. As long as your hamstrings and your glutes are hurting and that's where the stimulus is, then we're all right. So you're just going to keep blasting them out. When you're doing these, you should feel maybe a little bit in your hips as well, because this isn't normally where we would squat. But again, don't worry too much about that. As long as it's not like incredible pain, it's good. So you're going to do 30 seconds worth of those. Once you've done 30 seconds worth of those, you're going to go straight into 30 seconds worth of glute bridges, which you've definitely all done before. Feet planted on the floor, hips are going to go to the sky, and you're going to keep busting them out for another 30 seconds. Then you're going to have a minute's rest. You're going to do 3 rounds of that. What I'd really like for you guys to do is, if body weight just feels like piece of piss for you, grab yourself a dumbbell or a kettlebell or something like that. You're going to hold it in that goblet position like we normally would if we were doing goblet squats, but obviously you're going to be doing sumo squats. And then when you come down to the hip bridges, stick it in your hip crease, and it'll add a little bit of weight into those movements. If you've been doing training for a long time, like, feel free to add that weight. It'll definitely increase what you're doing. Once we've done that, we're going to hit some push-ups straight into plank. So this is going to be really good for our shoulder stability. For all the stuff that Chelsea does with gymnastics, it'll be really good for all your like push-up stability, for handstand push-ups. Even when you're up on the rig, it's going to be really good to have that shoulder stability built in there. So you're going to try and hit 10 push-ups, and then you're going to go straight into a minute's plank. So that last push-up, number 10, straight up, and then into a minute's plank hold at the top of your push-up. But if 10 is really, really difficult for you to do fully planked out, like full-on push-ups, you're going to go to your knees, or you're going to go to a box. So if you go to your knees, what I want you to do is, obviously, you're going to start in this planked out position already. And then you're going to bring them knees down, so you're in that counted forward position already. And you're going to bring it down to the floor, bring it back up. But once you've done that 10th, I want you to bring them knees back off and hold that position at the top. If you're going on a box or something like that, you're raising yourself up. Just get yourself into that bottom plank position as soon as you can. Ideally, I want everybody planking here, and nobody planking on the knees or on top of a box or something like that. You scale your push-ups for what you need to, but the plank should be the same for everybody, I reckon. So, you're going to do that for 4 rounds. So you're going to do 10 push-ups and then straight into that minute hold at the top of your push-up. And then you're going to have a minute's rest and go again. If 10 push-ups is really easy for you, what I'd recommend is you can either add more push-ups, so you do 15 or 20 or something like that. Don't be afraid to scale it up if you need to. Don't make it too easy for yourself. Similarly, you could do still do 10, but do them on something, so add yourself a bit of a range of motion. So if you've got some plates, they could go either side and you could go a little bit further down. Or what you could do is grab yourself a set of dumbbells. If you've got a set 2, go either side, and then your chest can get that little bit further down and push up from there. And again, you can go for 10 for that, just to make it a little bit harder. But obviously, if you've not got solid planked out push-ups for days, that's where you're going to be. Once we've done that, remember that's 4 sets. So the first one's 3 sets, the second one's 4 sets. And then finally we're going to do some skull crushers, but we're going to go 6 sets of 8 on this. So it's going to be decent amount of work on your triceps. What I'm going to recommend for this is that you kind of feel it out. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of kind of see how you feel with this. Because it's a movement that really isolates your tricep, you can either be like really good at it because you use your tricep a lot anyway, or you could have maybe been overusing your shoulders, things like that, and your triceps are relatively weak. So you can go with a barbell if you've got a barbell, or you can go with some dumbbells if you've got some dumbbells. But again, like I say, you've got to feel it out. You've got to know kind of what weight you're going to be able to handle. It is a lot of reps, and I want you to be able to control the reps. So what we're doing with a skull crusher is the weight's going to be out in front of you. You're going to bring it down towards your face, drive them elbows in towards your body, and then fire it up from there. Remember not to let these hang out. We want them pulling in the whole time, so they should be shaking because you're pulling them in so hard. And then when you hit there, you're going to fire it back up. And again, I want this level of control. One thing I'd like you to really focus on is not letting them elbows like swing about. They want to be fixed. You're bringing it down and then pushing it back up again. They don't want to be rolling around, because again, you'll start engaging your shoulder and using that, and we shouldn't be doing that. We want them triceps working. So it's 6 sets of 8 of that. If your 2 dumbbells are too much, you're just going to take your 1 dumbbell and do the same thing. Again, you can do this with a kettlebell. That'll be doable too, or like I said, a barbell. If you really want to get a burn on, what I'd recommend, if you've got a band, you could do your set of 8, and then as soon as you've done your set of 8, get your band, loop it to something high up, and then you're going to do tricep extensions from there. So your band's going to be out in front of you. You pull it down and apart and then back up again. We've done these in the gym. And what you're going to try and do is, if you've got a band, double your reps. So do 8 skull crushers and then do 16 tricep extensions for 6 sets. That will really fire them triceps up and get you a really, really big pump on them triceps. So that's skull crushers. I hope that's not too confusing. If you literally want to do the skull crushers, just use your dumbbell, go with that. Don't worry too much about the band if you haven't got one. It's just in case people have got one. It'd be a nice little finisher to really eke out that them gains. Alright people, that is your jack session. Have a lovely day.